Hey, yo, King Fight News, y'all know what it is. Bob Arum has a message for Manny Pacquiao, and that is you're not a free agent. You're still under contract. So more on this coming up. Y'all know what it is. Alright, so here's one of the quotes floating around from Bob Arum. I don't know if the fight with Matisse is going to happen because the people haven't put up the money. So those guys in Malaysia, according to Bob Arum, who promised to put up, XYZ amount of dollars, hasn't come through yet. And because he's waiting on some investments, he can't get this fight going. Manny Pacquiao, he needs to be clear about his situation, because according to Team Pacquiao, Zonio Achilles, or whatever his media manager, who's helping him out, is telling everyone he's a free agent. And here Bob Arum is saying, you know what? They don't know what they're talking about. Pacquiao's still under contract. He can't talk about the details, but Manny Pacquiao is under contract for a reasonably long period of time, according to Bob Arum. So these two guys are butting heads for the first time in a very long time. And a lot of this comes from that Jeff Horn situation. Pacquiao fought Jeff Horn on ESPN. It was the debut fight for Manny Pacquiao on ESPN. The cards are red. It's in Australia. Pacquiao looks like he's winning the fight. And guess what happens? Jeff Horn got that decision. He got it in Australia. Man, Manny Pacquiao, his tax problems have really caught up to him in a funny way. Because I know 100%, I'm quite sure if that fight was in Las Vegas, I don't think Jeff Horn would have his hand raised. I just don't see it. When it comes down to a Pacquiao in a close fight in Vegas, he rarely loses the close fights. I mean, it'll happen. It'll happen every now and then. He took a loss to Tim Bradley that first fight. He did take a loss. Who else did he lose to? He lost to Eric Morales in that first fight. Man, Manny Pacquiao, not too good. Not a great record when it comes to the first fight. But, when it comes to rematches, he does quite well. And it's interesting because Manny Pacquiao, he did not elect to go ahead with the rematch against Jeff Horn, which would have been in Australia. And I think that was part of the reasoning. But why do I bring up Manny Pacquiao's tax issues? Because Manny Pacquiao's in a situation where he can't fight in the U.S. He can't fight in the place where everyone loves him the most. I mean, you look at the situation, Manny Pacquiao, if he goes over there and fights in the U.S., he's worried that the IRS is going to seize his purse somehow, his fight purse or some other shit, some of his whatever accounts he brings over with him, which he really doesn't have to. I mean, there's got to be a way he can fight in the U.S., but apparently Manny Pacquiao is just afraid that the IRS might pull some shit and have him seized or have him deported or something. Like, it's some weird shit. When you owe the IRS money, they fuck you over heavy. Apparently. But it is what it is, man. That just is what it is. So Manny Pacquiao, he's always looking to try and do a fight in Malaysia, in fucking Abu Dhabi, fucking in the Philippines, in Australia. He's always trying to do his fights everywhere. You know what? Manny Pacquiao should come over to fucking Toronto, Canada. That's where he should have his next fight. Go in the fucking Air Canada Center, man. There's a ton of Filipinos out here. Come out to Toronto, Manny Pacquiao. That's all you gotta do. Have a fight in the Air Canada Center. That's it, man. It's good. It'll do good numbers, man. That's what I say. Let me know what you guys think. King Fight News. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. What do you think about Manny Pacquiao's situation? Will he get this fight with Lucas Matisse going down in Malaysia? Let me know what you guys think.